That made you jump, huh?
Not, yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what to call that. Not jump, but like, I don't even know.
Whoa. Season 2. Welcome back to the Run Pass Talk podcast. How's everybody's off season going? Or it's not off season anymore because today's
Yeah.
college football. I
Yep.
know we had Florida State and Georgia Tech last Saturday,
Yeah, call
but
an upset.
What a game.
it was a game.
I didn't get to watch it. I was at work. But
It was a really good game. We had it on at a grandparents.
Yeah.
yeah, so, what do you guys do this offseason besides finding a real job, Jaden, and working?
I had a real job before, asshole. I was working 40 hours. All right.
He
I was pretty much doing the same thing you were, just in a store, and I wasn't the manager.
I just worked. That's all I did.
What's
I
Yeah,
did
pretty
buy a
much.
camper.
Oh, I coached a little league baseball team.
Yes.
I
How'd
did
that
do
go?
that. Yeah.
You forgot.
Oh shit. I have fall ball starting next week too. That's
That's
crazy.
what
Oh, so you're gonna keep it going?
Yep.
they requested you though.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. They the players and the parents asked me.
So practice every Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Um.
But no. Yeah. Coaching during summer was a lot of fun. We went 12-4 and won our league. Still have the trophies. And
Wait, you still have the trophies?
You never gave them out.
well, we were gonna do a pizza party, but I just expensive, you know.
I feel bad for those kids.
right?
I
We
feel
won,
terrible. I
sweet.
feel terrible. I feel terrible. You want to know what sucks too? I have the second place team medals too.
Well, I don't, okay.
Why are you giving them
Participation.
medals? They lost.
Yeah,
I
winners
don't
get
know.
medals, but
Because they're
you won the
runner-ups.
league.
They're runner-ups. Usually runner-ups get medals.
True,
I
but
guess we did just watch the Olympics. Where
Yeah.
I guess second and third.
yeah.
The two best losers did get stuff.
Yeah. But
No.
and then we got asked to be the team for the All-Stars. That didn't go well.
No?
Nah.
I didn't
they
see you
didn't win.
last week in the Little League World Series. So.
No.
That was a hell of a fucking
Yeah, it
fun
was.
game.
Yeah.
Holy
I didn't
shit.
watch the whole one, but I've seen clips.
No, I got home after work, and it was in the fifth inning, and Florida was down 1-0 then.
Yep.
And Jesus,
Yeah,
it was a hell of a game.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really
Shit.
good.
I wish I would have watched it, but
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't.
got to the bottom of the sixth. They
Colorado
already had
just
2
scored.
outs, runners on second and third, or no, runners on first and third,
Yeah.
and dude just popped it up, just a little blooper into left field to tie the game,
Yeah.
and got runners to second,
Second-
and third. And
second and
then,
third.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, it was a
Dude,
hell of
and then a
finish.
beautiful bunt.
Yeah,
I
seen
mean,
that.
absolutely beautiful
Oh, I feel sorry
bunt.
for that second baseman.
Yeah.
I forgot what he was supposed to do.
Well,
We gotta remember they are kids.
yeah. Yeah. But I feel like the pitcher should have been going to first too. No, though.
He
No.
was going after the ball.
I
It was-
I understand that, but
The first baseman shouldn't have crashed, but he did.
yeah.
And I know we're a football podcast talking about baseball.
We are, but this is what
no. So did
it was
anyone else
off-season.
find any new sports to watch this past off season?
new sports. I'm playing a sport.
basketball. I'm getting into basketball.
See, I
NBA.
I
picked a
started
team
watching
and everything.
rugby.
Oh yeah, how's that
Oh
going?
yeah.
My Dallas Jackals got beat in the semis.
Dallas Jackals.
Yeah, you should probably stop going with those
Is that-
But
fucking
no,
teams.
the New England won the championship in
Uh-huh.
MLR.
Freaking New England.
I will say though, I'd rather watch the sevens like they did in the Olympics
Yeah.
than the 15s like what MLR is.
Is it just too much? I feel like it's too much.
It slows the pace down.
Yeah, I feel like
a little
it's
bit,
too much.
but there's a lot going on. I'm still trying to figure out strategy and rules, but it's for the off season. I can deal with that without football.
Yeah.
last
So wait,
fall I spent like a week like in my room, and I was just watching like at night just a bunch of rugby movies for like no reason.
how many are there? I know there's that one with Matt Damon.
There's that one. There's one with the dude from Never Back Down. Which
Oh,
is
yeah,
really,
yeah.
really good.
Yep.
And then there's like a couple of like Amazon, like, indie, like low budget films that I was just watching for free on Prime.
Jesse used to love low budget films.
No,
I think
they
you
pissed me
still
off.
do.
I do too.
Netflix,
I do
No,
too.
Netflix, that was the best place to watch them. Then they became commercialized.
Yeah.
So now you can't find those.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
Prime still has good ones. I mean, now that they have Freevee, it's a little bit harder to find, but they still got those.
Yeah,
They still got some
I
good
can't
ones.
watch low budget films.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Really? I
but
love
that's
'em,
where you can
dude.
find them. I mean, that's where those actors come from. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, you
Well,
can sit
dude,
there and say, hey, I watched him when he was in that.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, bullshit.
I'm
Look
like-
it up.
Dude, we were watching. I had friends telling me they've never seen Project Almanac.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I couldn't remember the name, and I was like, no, I don't think so. And then it started playing. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this movie. And and then Cole and another one of my friends was like, I don't know any of these actors, and I was like, I've seen like 3 of those actors in like so many movies,
Yeah.
but they're all the low budget, like that nobody watches movies.
Yeah. They're just trying to get their start.
Yeah.
Well, back to sports.
Western Carolina's up 14-7 now.
Colorado's up.
Yeah,
Damn it.
For the watchers, we have 4 games on right now.
Yep.
It is
Well,
currently Thursday, the 29th.
Yes.
And
So are you dropping tonight then, or are you dropping the first episode tomorrow?
I'm gonna do some editing. I
Okay.
might drop tonight, might drop tomorrow. I don't know yet.
I low key think if you're gonna do editing, maybe we should wait to drop till Monday.
Till Monday.
Give it some
Yeah.
more time. But I
Okay.
mean, yeah.
But no, if the listeners care, I started playing baseball again.
Oh yeah.
Um,
How's that been going?
2 hits.
yeah, 2
Hey.
hits.
Hey, that's more than what I got in our summer league freshman to sophomore year. I only had that 1 hit.
Well, I mean, not trying to make excuses, but was it 7 years since the last time I played?
Yeah.
7, 8? Because you played in that league.
It's got to be longer
I
than
played
that.
under.
Well, and we played the day after my 21st birthday party, so we were both
Yeah.
21 then.
Yeah.
I played the year after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been out
Rutgers is kicking
7,
Howard's
6 years,
ass.
Yeah.
however that falls.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
So 6, 7 years for you.
So seeing the ball's a little different, but I did. So we had a makeup game on Tuesday, this past Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was. You remember when I told you about the games that the guy got hurt?
Yes.
We were making up that game.
Mhm.
We started in the 4th inning we had runners on, and I was up next to bat. Struck out, nasty curveball. Not gonna lie, this kid pitched for Creighton.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah.
Second at bat, I got hit right on the shoulder, or on
Are you
the
guys-
bicep or tricep.
I think I asked you this before. Are you guys allowed to steal?
That's full on.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought. That's what I thought.
And then third at bat, I got walked. But anyway, I did make a really nice diving play out in the outfield.
Yeah.
Caught it and rolled with it, and the whole team got hyped, and
Hell yeah.
everybody's like, "Oh wow, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
Can't believe you did that."
Yeah.
That felt pretty cool, not gonna lie. But it's been fun.
Knock no rust
That-
off.
Omaha Northwest side game must be kind of boring to watch.
Got high
was-
school.
It was 9-0 at halftime. Westside was up, and now it's in the 4th quarter, 16-0.
Huh.
So
Real
defensive
boring.
battle.
That was supposed to be a good game.
Well, I mean,
I mean, it is.
it's
I
a
guess.
2-score game right
Yeah.
now in the 4th. Gretna and Elkhorn are pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
31-21.
You think Westside falls off this year? You think it's a big drop?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention to
I don't think it is.
high school
I
football
think
that
they're gonna
much.
be okay.
So on to the
Tush
NFL.
push.
See tush push?
Rutgers just ran a tush push.
24/7.
They don't run it like the Eagles though.
I mean, is Rutgers back?
Rutgers is supposed to be good. That's a team that
I don't know. Jane's all hype about Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
He had us
you
at
guys
my
don't
grandparents, dude. We're
You
sitting
don't
outside around
understand.
the fire, and
They
the TV was on, and he put on a Nebraska hype video.
No, I did. Yeah, dude. Well, I tried. We were watching the FSU Georgia Tech game, and then it was over. And I was like, well, I feel like people want to watch more football. So then I turned on the like Nebraska YouTube
Yeah.
episodes, the Chasing 3, and I was like, let's watch this, and then everybody was like, no, and I was like, fuck you guys, so then I turned on a hype video.
So your dad was over.
Yeah.
So you think your dad gives a shit?
Nope,
he didn't.
He didn't care at all.
And then Sydney tried to do drinking contest with my
Yeah.
grandpa. I told you
Yeah, you
that.
told me about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
But no, I will admit Nebraska's going to make a bowl game this year. I still
Hey.
think they're putting pieces together.
Last
but I
season on the
still think that
podcast,
they will
that was
make
different.
a bowl game.
Yeah.
Last season,
I'm not
you
going to say
didn't
how many wins, losses that they're going to have because I have to look at their schedule again. But I do think they will make a bowl game. They turned the corner a little bit toward the end of the season last year. But
I think they're going
but
to do
all
pretty
the
good.
Nebraska fans, it's Matt Rule always turns it around the second year.
Yeah.
This is his second year.
Yeah. They're super hyped about.
I don't even
Dylan
care
Raiola?
about that. I don't give a shit about that. I'll
But
tell you what I'm hyped
I
about.
will still be rooting for Ohio State this year in the Big Ten.
You are?
Yeah, they're gonna be something, dude.
Well,
It's gonna be Oregon, Ohio State this year. I'm calling it.
Well, they have Will Howard
Yeah.
Yeah.
in K-State.
Well,
So I got to root for Will.
I can't
I
get
mean-
Will Howard to do shit for me on NCAA, but
I can't blame him for leaving
yeah.
K-State because I think they probably told him, like, hey, you're either going to be back here as a backup because we have this 5-star recruit in Avery. We can't bench him another year for you. We figured you were going to have a good year, go to the NFL. You're choosing not to.
Mm-hmm.
So and then A&M got K-State's offensive coordinator as their OC. Colin Klein.
They did?
Yeah, Colin Klein.
Wow.
Heisman finalist from 2012. So we'll see exactly where Trev Alberts went to from
Yeah.
Nebraska.
Yeah. I don't know.
But all right,
So,
do we want to go pro?
yeah, we're going to go pro here. So I told you guys the other day, I came up with a new segment that I want to do every week.
Yep.
I don't know what to call it yet. It's basic-ish. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. But I feel like it'd be interesting. And at the end, we'll keep track of the winner of every week. And we'll come up by the end of the regular season, of the NFL season.
Mhm.
We'll come up with what the winner gets. I don't care if it's a jar of $1 bills or something. We'll come up with something.
Okay.
We got a lot.
Yeah.
A long time before. But it's basically over-unders. In yards, touchdowns, and etc.
Okay.
I'll pick every week. I'll pick random players.
Okay.
There's 6 of them, and then I'll give you guys the options to pick. I'll pick last.
All right.
So this week I call it the rookie edition. I know it's not until next week the season starts.
Yep.
But we'll go with it, and then by the next episode we can, if you guys want to change it, we can, because we got 2 weeks.
Yep. Are you gonna keep track of them?
Yes, I'll keep track
Okay.
of them.
Okay. Do you have
Yeah.
a pen and paper to write it down? Or are you gonna...
I'll keep track on here.
Okay, I would say, are you going to go back and listen to the podcast just like it was
Yeah.
before?
I know. I'll do a lot better this season. So over under, I would like to come up with a better name for this, but this is the first episode of season 2.
All right.
And if you guys
Over-under.
have,
Toss up?
we can. I mean,
Something.
we can come up with
We'll
something.
think of some.
So, and with some recent news on some players that are starting and whatnot, so you probably don't want to pick them.
Yeah.
So, my first guy I have on the list is Caleb Williams. Is he going to have more than 245 pass yards or less? Playing at Tennessee
Yeah,
or
so
playing
they're
Tennessee
playing
at home?
Tennessee, 245. I'm going to say over.
Over. Okay. Don't pick yet. There's Bo Nix. Is he going to have over under 3 TDs playing at Seattle? And then there's Jaden Daniels. Is he going to have 2 interceptions or over under? And then he's playing at Tampa. And then there's Malik Neighbors. Is he going to have more than 80 yards? Playing at home against Minnesota. And then this is the guy, Drake May. He didn't get the starting job. But I was going to say, is he going to, for completions, 20, 27? And playing at Cincinnati. And then Cooper DeJean, is he going to have more than 6 tackles? So Drake May, I realize he's not getting the starting job. But you guys, one of you guys can pick first on who you want.
Yeah, you're younger.
Now, I did forget to mention, the winner of the week before gets to pick first the next week.
Okay. So we're just picking one player.
Yes. We can. I think we do a jar full of dollar bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Win a little bit of cash.
Um,
We're not gambling.
I say I'm gonna go Jaden Daniels under 2 interceptions.
Okay. Jane Daniels under 2 interceptions.
I'm going to take Malik Neighbors over.
Over 80.
Yep.
80 yards. Okay. I'm going to take.
LSU.
I'm going to take. I don't want to go. I feel like the easy one to go with is Caleb Williams, but I'm going to go Bo Nix. He's going to have under 3 touchdowns.
Against who?
Seattle.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good
I
defense.
think
So-
all 3 of ours are pretty.
You're over
Safe.
Malik Neighbors. You're under Jaden Daniels. Okay.
Yep.
Sweet. I don't know what to call this segment, but
I like it though. I like it.
so what are you guys' favorite off-season moves from any team this off-season?
Can I start?
I'll say I can't say much as a Cowboy fan. So
My favorite move of the offseason is the Cowboys getting Ezekiel Elliott back.
Well, you see who they just signed yesterday?
practice squad.
Yeah.
But
No, my thing is I'm not concerned with the offense.
that's
Dallas.
the defense.
New defense coordinator in Zimmer.
Yeah.
Deron Bland just got hurt.
Yeah.
He's out 6 to 8 weeks. They got Andrew Booth though from Minnesota.
Yeah. I mean,
Full. Let me know if he's good or not.
I don't know.
About 2 years ago, the Minnesota Vikings had the 32nd worst defense in the league. I mean, you remember when you guys put 50 on them, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But Zimmer was a head coach then.
True.
Not the DC. Zimmer has ties to Dallas. Last time they
Yeah,
won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what we were saying about the Eagles OC this year, and
So-
we saw how that turned out.
Jesse, you don't have. It could be from any team. You
Well,
know,
I'm happy Deuce stayed on Dallas. They kept
Yeah.
him,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's going to be a big weapon this
Yeah.
year. He was doing a lot in the slot. But no, I think the biggest shocking one, or not shocking to me, but I think the best move a team has made actually just came yesterday or 2 days ago. The Cowboys traded a tight end that they were going to waive to Kansas City. Peyton Hendershot,
Oh yeah.
who was one of my favorite tight ends that Dallas had, and fits Travis Kelce's playing style perfect.
Really?
So it's like Kansas City, Andy Reid did it again.
Yeah.
So you think that he's gonna replace Travis? They're gonna try to get him to replace him.
I don't think they're going to replace him, but Travis doesn't have to be on the field as much as he is,
Yeah.
because he can just step in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some pressure off of Travis.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I think my favorite move. Now I know what you guys, what you want me to say. I think I'm gonna say it's Saquon.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, not gonna lie, it's awesome.
No, it's huge. It's huge.
But I do like this. I'm excited to see Henry.
Oh, he's going to be
Yeah.
a beast in
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
My
the
dad
Eagles
thinks
play
he's
Baltimore.
washed up, but it's like, no. Henry now has a quarterback that can actually do something, because the last time Henry had a quarterback that could do something was, what, Mariota?
Yeah.
Well-
I mean, Tannehill was there for a bit, but they were still feeding Henry the entire time.
Just like Saquon with the Giants, Henry was the offense
Yeah.
for the Titans.
Yeah.
And now, since he's with Baltimore, he's got Lamar.
Yeah. I mean, people like so. I'm doing a dynasty fantasy league, and like I got friends that are trying to that are trading away like Henry or
Yeah.
and like I get it, like I get what they're trying to do because they're looking to get younger players, and I understand that, and that's why I'm not taking Henry because
Yeah.
that's their thing is like, oh, he's gonna be great with Lamar and that offense and that offensive line now, and he's gonna be back to normal. And I'm like, I understand that, but like this is, I mean, he is still old, and I mean he's taken a lot from how many times they fed him in Tennessee. I mean
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do a lot better than he has probably the last 2 to 3 years.
He was
But
still second in rushing last
Yeah.
year. It's, I mean,
yeah,
he
but
has
what
some miles
I mean,
on
what
him,
was his carry
but
count?
It was the least in his career.
Really? I didn't know that actually.
I don't know. I'm excited to see him in a Ravens.
I was hoping
Uniform.
Dallas would have fucking gotten it.
I know.
I was really.
I'm
hoping, but-
glad Dallas didn't get him.
So
But no, then Austin Eckler going to
Yeah.
Washington.
yeah,
Which I'm honestly not concerned about. He can't stay healthy.
No.
you want to know who a big move I think is J.K. Dobbins to the Chargers.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
I forgot
replacing
about
Austin
that
Eckler.
yeah.
Or
But-
not Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen. Because
Yep.
he went to.
The Bears.
Yeah, he's at the Bears.
But no, I think he's gonna take the that number one running back spot away, and I think you're gonna see because he was gonna be really good
Well-
last year
well-
until he tore his Achilles. Like he was a top.
Well, and the Chargers like to use their running backs. As
Well,
a
yeah, you have
receiver.
Jim Harbaugh, who's a
Yeah.
Big Ten.
Honestly, surprised that they didn't take Corum when they could. But
So did I.
So, what about Stephon Diggs to the Texans? What do you think Josh Allen's going to do? I mean, he's got what's his name from Florida State, but
well, and they still have Dalton Knox.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be what they're going to be. They aren't going to.
yeah,
I think you're gonna see them run the ball a lot more.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think they're going to have Josh Allen on the run more.
Yep, I think you're gonna see a little bit more probably more run heavy RPOs.
yeah.
And with Dalton Knox, they're just going to
Yep.
throw him out an out route, just something to that side as
Yeah.
a scapegoat.
And I mean, I'm sure you'll see that that rookie that they got probably deep balls and everything.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh no, Jaden.
So,
I think they got Matt Rule on the TV. I just
I said the goat and then pointed at the
The
TV.
saw, so he's the goat now.
He's the
It,
goat.
it was Frost, and it
It
was
never
Bo
Frost. It was
Pelini.
never
Oh,
Frost.
with you Husker fans.
well,
Not
okay,
me.
Bo
you,
Not
Pelini,
you
me.
are
though-
a,
Not
you're
me.
a late
Not
Husker
me.
fan.
I'm
So
not a late Husker fan. That is a lie.
So, I was
Okay,
I wasn't
watching.
as into it.
okay, Mr. Texas and Oregon, you were just.
I
into
was
those
6
teams-
years old.
You
But
were
hey, I was
into those-
just about to say.
I was 6.
You
I
were
was-
into those teams just as much as you are now.
I was just about to
No.
say. I did see watching. Was it College Game Day in Ireland?
Yes.
Yeah.
They.
And Pat McAfee was shit faced.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
over
he
there
was.
during his show.
Yeah, he was.
See, the thing is, McAfee doesn't need ESPN.
No.
ESPN
Yeah,
needs
needs McAfee.
McAfee.
Well, okay, so Dad today was talking to me about not saying the F word on the podcast. And
What?
And yeah, telling me I gotta reel it in. And I was like, well, one, no. And he was like, well, what if we get big? They don't cuss on TV. I go, Pat McAfee does. I was like, from 12 and 2 now. He's been swearing. He's like, yeah, but he's not saying the F part. I go, yes, he is.
Yeah,
He is dropping that thing now.
Who did he have on air with him?
Kirk Herbstreit?
Yeah.
Is that the clip you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. So speaking of Josh Allen and him running the ball and all that, kind of leads me into what came out the other day. I don't know if you guys seen it. It kind of pisses me off.
What?
Now, obviously, I'm biased. That's why it pisses me off. Probably piss you off too. 103 NFL players ranked most overrated quarterbacks.
I was
in the
trying to
league.
find it. I couldn't find it.
I saved it here. So, I mean, they have Josh Allen as the most overrated. And then Jalen Hurts is tied second with Tua. Now, for the listeners,
Where do they have
new
Dak?
listeners,
Where
we
do
are
they have
Eagles
Dak?
fans. Dak's not on the list.
I'm shocked by that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. This is bullshit.
Here,
list.
I'll find
players are
I'll find it
stupid.
right now.
My thing is, Dak has actually been somewhat consistent through his career. Hurts did have that. His rookie year wasn't good.
No.
And then toward the end of last year wasn't great. I'm not going to say it wasn't bad, but
But I mean, I feel like you
but I
see
mean,
it.
The thing is, Dak's been
Where do they have
consistent.
Lamar? Is Lamar on the list?
For overrated?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Yeah, he should be on that list.
So, okay.
Because he wins an MVP and then he falls decently far off. He picks up. He does. Yes, injuries are a thing, but he's not maintaining that MVP level until this year.
Let me read this list to you.
Offensive schemes changed. I mean, they went to
Yeah.
more passing to protect him, but it's still
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I'm a Cowboy fan
Yeah.
arguing for an Eagles quarterback.
Yeah.
Hurts at the end of last year, the whole scheme changed.
Not-
You guys weren't doing the same shit that you guys
No.
did all year.
No, and I understand players maybe like, yeah, obviously last season happened, the biggest downfall
I'm not
ever.
gonna say the biggest collapse or downfall.
Will you
Um,
hand me my vape? And yeah, will you please go through the whole
Yeah,
list?
let me read you guys this list. So I said Allen's number one.
Mhm.
Hurts and Tua are tied for number two. Then it goes Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, and Brock Purdy.
I can go
That
with
doesn't-
Deshaun, but
Yeah, Deshaun. I
honestly,
can go with.
Herbert, Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Now, this is a NFL players. They're voting for this.
Yes. Which I think to me is what makes it more of a shitty list.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
I think it's more real than what the media is. 'Cause,
It
I mean,
is.
these are the NFL players that are going against them too.
but I mean, to be fair, name any of those quarterbacks that haven't been in a playoff game in the last 3 to
Yeah.
4 years.
And so
I mean, like how can you really talk about overrated when literally all of these players have been, I mean, in
Yeah.
I guess
I mean, if you want to add someone into that list, I'd say Joe Burrow.
I would put Joe Burrow at like a 2 or 3 on that list. Not
Yeah.
like an 8, 9 or 7.
I mean, I can't say Herbert can be above Burrow.
Yeah.
But Burrow did the same thing Jalen Hurts did. Make it to the Super Bowl and lost.
No, but Joe Burrow then
Has
came
also
back
been beating Kansas City.
Yeah.
In
And
Arrowhead.
yeah.
and he came back and went to an AFC championship that following year again. Like I
There's
don't hate
arguments with everything. I can't say Hurts should be up there. I know you
2
guys
is
don't
crazy.
want though.
2 is
him
crazy.
No, honestly,
there.
You could put him at a 6.
it pisses me off that he's on there.
I'm just shocked Dak isn't. But
Yeah.
like, to my argument though is Dak's been consistent his entire career,
I guess
but he's also had a longer career than pretty much everyone on that list.
Yeah.
and And I guess, and not like I don't mean this in shade, but I mean this in like the NFL like Twitter world and in
Well-
space. Like people don't like Dak. Like people do think Dak has been consistent, but they don't think he's been consistently good. And the media
The
doesn't
whole-
really hype him up that much unless you're Skip Bayless.
It's 'cause
So
he's a
he
Cowboy.
isn't
Well,
overrated
The whole thing with
until
the
now.
whole
in
thing
my
with
opinion.
Dak is the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
The thing
why.
is-
To me, the Cowboys
I'm not
are
trying to talk
overrated,
shit,
and
I'm
Dak
just saying.
being on the Cowboys
so-
is overrated.
So this last playoff game against Green Bay, the defense shit the bed.
terribly,
Yeah.
terribly.
The best part of the Cowboys 2023 team, even though Dak finished second in MVP voting, the defense
Yeah.
shit the bed.
Yeah.
And no
And I
wonder why
agree.
Jerry never said, "Yeah, I'll offer you more money than what Washington's offering you to DQ."
Yeah.
It's
But back to the list. So this is what got me. This is quote. How hard is it to throw jump balls to AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, asked an NFC East player, and their tight end Dallas Goedert. It's really good.
okay.
Now it doesn't say who it was, just as NFC East player. Now me being an, I was
AJ
like,
Brown's double teamed.
Well, okay, and how hard is it to just throw a jump ball to either one of them? They have to play the Cowboys twice a year. And I know AJ Brown's physical,
mm-hmm.
Devontae Smith is physical. But you also have ball hawks on the Cowboys with
Yeah.
Trayvon Diggs, Deron Bland, Stephon Gilmore last year when he was there.
Yeah.
You can't just throw up a jump ball.
Yeah.
No,
This,
like, this
I don't know.
is-
I this list pissed me
And
off.
then
Now
Dallas
they
Goddard, you have nickel corners.
he was
on
he
tight
also had a
ends now.
broken wrist
Yeah, and
Yeah.
for a period of time
from
last
the
year.
Cowboys.
And it's
Yeah.
not like the old times to where you have a linebacker on the tight end.
Mm-mm.
You
You have a
you're
slot
running a
corner.
dime. You're
Yeah.
running dime defenses most of the time now. You have two slot corners in there.
Here's okay. One, if that's a receiver, how hard is it to catch a ball right in the chest? Because we've all seen it happen. Keenan Allen did it last year. Who's the fucking shithead from the Chiefs? That dropped
Kadarius
three.
Toney?
Kadarius
got-
Toney.
Who's bye-bye?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gone.
Yeah, how hard is it to catch a ball? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, one, if it's a receiver. Okay, if you're a DB, again, how hard is it to catch a ball? I see you guys drop interceptions all the frickin' time. One, if you're a lineman, how hard is it to swat a ball? Those balls aren't going that high. You're
No.
6'9".
Also, jump balls are part of the game. You-
Usually, a jump ball is a 50-50 ball. So,
Jaden's fired up right
no,
now.
I-
that list,
see, it pissed me
a
off, too.
stupid comment. A
Now,
comment like
I've
that
had-
is dumb, though.
I've
Like,
had
it
a couple
doesn't-
days to relax from it. This
Like,
is
that
Jade's
doesn't-
first time hearing it.
That doesn't, like, no matter who you like,
Like,
who
I'm,
you are.
I'm sorry. If you Des Bryant,
Yeah, like,
6'7" or 6'6", one of the tallest receivers in recent time.
okay,
You
here.
throw him a 50-50 ball, I would say maybe 60% of the time he comes down with it.
Here's a stat for you guys. Do you know how many players like have caught jump balls like in the end zone, like 50-50 balls over like a defense, like kind of mossed them,
Like
are we talking about
Hail Marys?
like a Megatron type?
or,
Oh.
or like tiptoe catches in the end zone?
No, I'm talking
Okay.
like middle of the end zone, jump up, just beam top, just kind of 50-50, jump up ball. Okay, that the stat on receivers catching that ball right now is 13%.
yeah.
And the player who still right now has the best reception record of that ball is Megatron. Okay,
Yeah.
who was how tall? How big?
Megatron, I think, was like 6'6".
He's
6'7".
tall. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
exactly.
what was-
he's
and
tall.
his vert?
He's a little taller than I am.
And,
Yeah.
and his vert was insane.
High.
Yeah,
I don't know numbers.
I
but
mean,
high.
like, so, and that's a dude who caught 50% of those, okay?
Yeah.
And, I mean, 50%, if you look at it in a grand scheme of things, is not that high.
Yeah. Yeah. That is. I mean,
I
Jade-
mean,
I don't agree with the list either. At all. Now they had other things on this list that were pretty cool. The players voted. So here's
I know the Cowboys have the best kicker.
yeah.
If they did a list,
What did he? What was it in preseason that he just kicked?
66.
Yeah,
Was it 66?
crazy.
I seen a clip and someone said it was like 71.
It could have went 71.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he hit
Yeah.
the net.
Inside in the dome, closed doors.
Was that SoFi or no? It was against the Raiders. Yeah, so it was in Vegas.
So it
So
was
dome.
inside, but
Dome, yeah.
But I mean, the Cowboys
is-
play
he-
inside.
Well, no, that's what I mean. I mean,
he
it's
is a
hard
great
to-
kicker.
yeah.
I'm not.
He
Gonna lie.
he is
Yeah.
a great kicker. But like to me, I feel like kicking inside the dome would be harder than kicking outside. Because I mean, whichever way you're facing,
Yeah.
That's why I asked the question because which way was the wind blowing? But if you're inside, there is no wind.
So also, they voted for the top rookie quarterback that's going to have a successful career.
It's gonna piss me off too.
So number 1 is Williams.
Lies.
I'm with you. Number 2 is Daniels.
Yes.
Number 3 is McCarthy. And in this list, they asked these guys before
So
McCarthy
they
got
had
hurt.
Drake May.
Yeah.
Drake May
Oh.
is not on
Should
this
not be on
I
that
said,
list.
If McCarthy did not get hurt,
I like McCarthy.
then I think he would have had the most successful rookie year.
Yeah. They also have
I think long term is Penix.
well, Penix is number 4, and Bo Nix is number 5.
Okay. Fuck Caleb Williams. Jaden Daniels should be number 1 on that list because he, to me, is going to be your most consistent quarterback. JJ McCarthy is going to be a good quarterback, and that is because he's at Minnesota. I think if he goes anywhere, I mean, there's a few other places he could have gone, but since he is at Minnesota, I do believe he's going to have a really good
He's hurt.
NFL career.
Well, he
Just
has a good
in-
offensive lineman to protect him.
Not just
One
that.
of them's from K-State,
but-
so.
JJ McCarthy is really smart, and he there's one thing about him is that he can really see the field.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a good football IQ in my opinion, and Minnesota runs a complicated offense, and I think that will match with him perfectly because he is going to be able to execute
I think he's a smart
that-
quarterback.
very, very well. And I mean, and that's not just because he has Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison,
Mhm.
but with those two, to me, who will have the best career is either Michael Penix Jr. or Bo Nix. I
Now,
say Bo Nix
do you
because
think-
he's 30 years old.
Do you think Penix is going to have a really good career because he's with the Falcons, or because of who he is and how he plays?
I think he's going to have a good career because
Both.
he's with the Falcons and how he plays.
I think you're going to see
Kirk
some.
Cousins has 1, maybe 2 years left.
Yeah. I think you're going to see some insane options with Michael Penix Jr. and
To me-
Bijan Robinson in that backfield.
Yeah.
And I mean, people are
I just
really believing that he's the next Michael Vick.
now. I don't know about that, but now Penix is going to learn from Cousins.
And
There's-
Cousins is very, very fucking smart too.
Yeah,
That
he's
dude
going
is
to learn.
smart.
He's going to
Stupid
learn
I
smart.
that.
just don't think Cousins has
He,
the
he-
energy
he
left.
doesn't have the body. He's
Yeah.
been hit way too.
Yeah.
He breaks his ribs every fucking season.
What'd your dad say about that? over the podcast.
I don't care.
Well, Dad, if you're going to listen,
I
He
told
broke
him that
it.
today. I said I don't care.
but I'm not mad at that list. But I agree with. I think Williams. I think I told you guys this a while ago. I don't. There's too much hype
I don't think
On
he's going to be
Williams.
overrated. I think he is going to have a decent rookie year. They aren't going to win the NFC North,
Nope.
No.
but
Packers.
they might get a
Detroit.
wild card spot.
Detroit.
I think they, depending on what happens in the NFC East, either one of those divisions are either sending 2 or 3 teams.
Yeah.
Whichever one doesn't send 3 teams. Oh, Washington's going to probably possibly get a wild card.
I got a question for you guys. Did you guys see the recent clip of Michael Parsons and C.J. Stroud talking about the two hardest conferences in the NFL?
No.
Michael Parsons was saying the NFC East, and C.J. Stroud was saying like fuck no.
What did he say?
The South,
AFC South.
the NFC South, because that's where
No, the
Houston-
AFC
AFC.
South. He said the AFC
Yeah,
South.
no, yeah, Houston's in the AFC. I'm being stupid, but no,
I agree
can't
with the
say-
East.
I would
These-
say the AFC East.
You see, my thing is, I can't think of it. The AFC South is with
The
Bengals,
No,
Chiefs, and
no.
Bills, right? No,
No,
is
no,
that
no.
Houston?
well, it's Houston, the Colts.
Yeah, no, that fucking division is trash.
Yeah, Houston,
No, the
Colts.
AFC North is with the,
What CJ said?
I think so. But
Well, he's not even talking about his own division being tough. Then, if you pick the North, because the AFC.
well, no, it was like a
North-
legitimate what is not is the NFC East or
No,
AFC South the hardest.
I can see the NFC East sending 3 teams to the playoffs
Yeah.
again this year. And
Yeah,
it'll
I do
be
too.
Philly, Dallas, and
Washington.
Because with Daniels as a quarterback,
Malik
rookie
Neighbors wants
year.
to get the fuck out of there, dude. I think so. He's fighting people already.
yeah, and
I don't blame him.
Daniels being a rookie receiver, and one person I'm so damn afraid of
Yeah, but then you
being a
got
Cowboy
one
fan.
down.
But yet a K-State fan is Ben Sinnott. He
Yeah.
went to Washington. That was the last place I wanted to see him go. Was Washington. No, he's going to be a freaking weapon in the
Yeah.
NFL.
He's supposed to be good.
Well-
He was getting taken early in my dynasty league.
Well, he was playing the H-back at
Yeah.
K-State, so he could be a runner, fullback, tight end, receiver. And he'll get the ball wherever he lines up at.
Yeah. All right, what's next on you?
So, here's another one. They voted the top 3 ranked quarterbacks. It is Mahomes, obviously. I don't think
Yeah.
any of us would argue with that.
Nope.
Jackson and Burrow. And then number 4 is Allen, which I don't understand.
Most overrated, but number 4 on the best.
Yeah, I don't understand how that works. And then Rodgers.
No, there's one on there
Rodgers?
that I agree with.
Mahomes.
That's the only one I fully
And he's number 1, obviously.
agree with.
He got, so
I think this list is
here's the,
completely fucked if you put Josh Allen at 4 and number 1 on the overrated list.
yeah, how does that
That
make
doesn't.
sense?
That doesn't.
I'm
If
sorry, but Burrow's only had, 2 healthy seasons? 3 healthy? His rookie year, he tore his ACL.
this was the first year, or not this year. Last year was the first year that
Well, he's been in the league,
that
5
Mahomes
years?
has beaten him.
Yeah, but he's been in the league, 5
LSU
years?
won the Natty in 2019. So
And he got
about
hurt in
4
2020.
years. 2020 got hurt.
ACL.
21, he
So
plays
21,
the
22,
Los Angeles
23.
Rams. 22, he loses in the AFC championship to Patrick Mahomes, and then 2023
He got hurt.
gets hurt.
So 2 out of 4 years.
See, I don't.
But I mean, 2 out of those 4 years are AFC
And Super Bowl.
with like the only good things you got on your team are your wide receiver core and a
Yeah,
running back.
and a really
Does he
bad.
have that wide receiver core this year?
And
I think so.
He showed up to practice today.
Jamar did
Yeah, but
Good.
he didn't practice.
do anything,
He was in street clothes and just watched.
but
God, if I ever showed up
Like,
to football practice,
I mean,
back
think
in the day,
about that.
just watch.
he was averaging what 6 sacks a game, getting sacked 6
Yeah, he had a really bad
times a game.
bad
I
offensive
mean,
line.
that second
He
year,
still does.
but I mean, and look at what he's been able to do. I think Joe Burrow should be on that list over Lamar Jackson.
I think he should be on that list over
What has Lamar Jackson done in a playoff game besides
everybody
lose?
else.
I mean, unless it's Houston with a rookie quarterback,
But the thing is,
who I mean, it could definitely beat the fuck out of you this year.
yeah, and when you talk about the best quarterbacks, it's always difficult.
I don't think so. I don't really think it is.
like
Okay,
current playing.
Okay, so if you had to make that list, Jaden, what would you have done?
Of current quarterbacks.
Yeah, if you were an NFL player and had to vote for your top 4 quarterbacks, so we already know, okay, Patrick Mahomes, Burrow, and Hurts. So who are your other
Not
two?
Hurts.
No? So who are
Not
your
Hurts
three?
at 3.
Well, I'm just saying, not
Yeah, I mean
not
they're
in
on
order.
there.
So there's
There's 3.
3 of your 5. So
Yes.
who's the other 2?
The other 2, I put
CJ?
CJ.
Love?
Too early for Love. Too early for Trevor.
Flacco? After last year?
Well,
I mean over.
That's-
I guess
So who's your last one?
5. I put Josh Allen.
but
Even though he was number 1 on overrated?
I don't think he should
But
be
also,
number 1 on overrated
also,
though.
what has he done?
Win
the same
more
thing
playoff games
The
than
same thing that Burrow's done, just
Yeah.
not get hurt.
Yeah, but I mean you exactly though. I mean he does
And
do.
outside of getting to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean you look at that. He is consistently a AFC championship contender as a quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean consistently, it's either him or Burrow going up against Mahomes. I mean that's
Yeah.
that's what it has been.
I'm sorry, but so is this saying that the AFC has better quarterbacks than the NFC? Because in your list, you just had one NFC quarterback.
So that's actually a really
I
good
do.
question.
I think so. I think the AFC does have
I'm-
better
I
quarterbacks.
So
think-
what the NFC?
Because I can name you a lot better. I could name you a lot better
Yeah.
quarterbacks on the AFC than I
So
can
what,
in the NFC.
NFC right now, with us agreeing, maybe for once, top quarterbacks:
Just
Hurts,
just
Dak,
NFC.
Kirk.
And then yeah. Maybe it's not Rodgers anymore.
Love, maybe.
I don't know about Love, man.
Well, this was his first year as a starter, so
Yeah.
let's see what it comes out to be. I mean, Dak had a hell of a rookie career.
Brock.
You gonna throw Purdy in there?
I mean,
He doesn't have a left tackle right now, but if we go on
you have
past,
to.
if-
You have
if we're
to.
throwing
If you go,
Jordan in
if you
there,
go,
then-
if you go off numbers and consistency, you put Brock Purdy up there. And I think on
I'm gonna say this.
on a top quarterback list, that's the best. That's the number one thing you have to look at is consistency. What made Tom Brady the greatest quarterback in the world? He consistently fucking won.
well, and
That's gonna lead me into what's next.
the thing is with him, he didn't ask for money.
Nope.
Just like look at what Mahomes is doing
Yep.
now, not asking for money. They have endorsements. That's
Yeah.
where they'll make their money at. And
Those
guess
stupid 3-minute commercials.
what? I'm not gonna do these NFL big salaries because guess what? My team can just build around me, bring me weapons,
Yeah.
do what you need to do.
And guess what? The more you win, the more you do good, the more endorsements you get, the
Yeah.
more money you make.
And now look, Tom Brady, he's gonna own the freaking Raiders, half of them.
And then
Be
yeah,
a co-owner of the Raiders,
Yeah.
and he's still gonna be doing Fox.
Right.
yeah,
Like I mean,
Which they put restrictions out
Yep.
today with what he can do,
yep.
but
I haven't seen
some
those
of them
yet.
I agree with, and some of them I.
Is that what you're about to go over?
Don't.
Are the restrictions?
No.
Oh,
So the ones I don't agree with him is because he is actually a part of the NFL. If the NFL owners agree with him being a co-owner of the
Yeah.
Raiders, he cannot bash the officials on air. He can't
fuck that.
do much.
He
Fuck
put
that.
he put himself in a
Weird predicament.
Yeah.
that, but he can't do the facility stuff.
Here's my thing.
But he can still call Raider games.
Okay,
as
I
a
say
owner.
one, you either don't let him do everything else. Don't let him fucking
Do Raider games.
do Raider games.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought.
But I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think Tom Brady would be fair if he was announcing a Raiders game.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
Tom Brady is a competitor.
The thing is, it's
I
accidentally
think if the
slipping.
Raiders are losing, he's gonna talk shit.
One, I think it's hilarious that they went Gardner Minshew as quarterback. To be
Yeah.
honest. Even though the thing is
You want to know who's going to be a top quarterback in the NFL?
Who?
The new AR-12. Anthony Richardson, baby.
Dude.
I think he's gonna have a decent career.
He's gonna be
But let's
Freaking
wait because
amazing.
this is
for what I'm saying though is with the Raiders, Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, they were gonna pick a quarterback after the preseason game, week 2 against Cowboys. Aiden O'Connell threw a pick 6. Didn't let him see the field again. Let him, because they wanted to have equal drives,
yeah.
5 and 5.
Yep.
Minshew won against the first team. O'Connell won against the second team. Well, Dallas didn't play the starters, or some of them.
Yeah.
But throw the kid back out there.
Yeah.
Let him see how he reacts to
Yeah.
that interception.
Yeah.
What does he do after that?
Does
'Cause
he
that-
forget it?
That I mean, I don't know. Have y'all been grinding NCAA? Y'all been on it?
I haven't been grinding on
Because
it.
the
I've
announcers say that they go, that's
The
one
announcers
of
are ruthless on
They're
that
Yes,
kid.
they
fucking
are.
mean. But if you come out after you throw, the first thing they say is, "Well, let's see what he can do," because that's what makes a good quarterback is
Mhm.
coming out
Yeah.
and also
And it
announcer
is.
Yeah.
bullshit.
And see, what kills me though is when you're the NFL in preseason, when they're going through a quarterback controversy, who's going to be the starter, who's the backup. They have one guy do the first 5 drives, swap drives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
Why
way
are
they're
we-
seeing the same personnel.
yeah.
Because then that backup might look great, but then in your mind, well, they're just going against
Second team,
the second team in preseason.
right?
Yeah.
Well, like that, I agree with that completely. I think college coaches should do that too. Like Michigan,
Mhm.
like 2 years ago, they didn't know if they wanted to play. I think it was Orgy or JJ McCarthy, and so they were splitting drives, and that was in a game. So you are seeing the same, but like I still would have went like play instead of like 5 drives. Like
Well,
I
like
would've-
last year, K-State with Will
Yeah.
Howard and Avery Johnson.
Yeah.
There was one game that Will Howard did this drive. Avery came in next. Will Howard. Avery,
I think that's what the
Howard,
Saints
Avery.
should have been doing with Jameis Winston and
Derek Carr?
No.
Spencer.
No.
Are you talking about last year or 2 years
like 2
ago?
years ago.
Oh.
What's his name? What's his name?
He's still with them. Their
Yep.
weapon,
Yes.
their gadget. Like
he tight end,
Yeah, he
running
does
back,
everything.
Hill.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill. I think that's what they should have been doing with Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get him some reps.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to because then guess what? He gets reps at quarterback. They can see what he can do out there. Yes, someone's going to come in free agency or offer a trade that they can't refuse.
Yeah, but like my thing is like in the NFL, everybody talks about how it's a business, right? Well, how do you grow your business in the NFL? You win. So if it's switching players with like personnel with like this receiving core with this quarterback, this running back with this quarterback, like why not do that to win? I don't understand it.
Money talks. You going to pay top dollar for 3 different personnels?
No,
It's
but you could if you won a lot.
it's salary cap.
True.
Dallas hasn't won since the salary cap wasn't put in. So,
That's what you get for.
so now you're talking all about do this, so then salary cap comes into play.
So
Well, yeah, I mean, there's things about, but I don't think there should be a salary cap either.
Me neither.
I
Who has
think,
the biggest paybook?
yeah,
Or-
like I don't. You see it in the MLB, and like the and like I guess like, I mean the NBA has a salary cap, but like because I guess if it's people's fear of super teams, I mean, yeah, in the NBA they kind of worked, but if you look at the MLB, they really had. Look at the fucking Yankees. I mean, they've done better, but I mean, have you guys won a World Series yet?
2009.
Yeah, and I mean, you brought in how many fucking amazing players in the last 10 or
Brought in
5 years?
or farmed?
Brought in like pay like Rizzo,
Rizzo and Stanton.
but I mean that made you guys like you guys were supposed to be
Well, I guess
World
we did
Se-
have Jacoby for a bit.
Yeah, I mean you guys uh, build super teams, but I mean just because you pay all this money and have all these great players, they don't always work out.
MLB is just different though than any other
Yeah,
sport.
That's
Yeah.
any day type of
You can't
thing.
just nail the ball. You have to throw the ball over the plate.
but
Give the guy a chance. It's
But in the NFL, I mean, you don't like it. I think the same way. It's not just going to work because those two sports, in my mind, are legitimate team sports.
Yeah.
To me, basketball and the NBA, you can do a lot with 2, 3 really good players. I mean, you
Yeah.
see it
Yeah.
often. I mean,
I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah.
So, all right.
They can't do shit.
Another list that the players voted on was the greatest of all time. Now, there's only two on this list. I'm sure you guys can think of it. It is Brady and Mahomes. Now, hold on.
Greatest of all time though, and those are the two.
The top two. So this is going off of right here. It says in their first seven seasons. I'll give you some stats.
mm-hmm.
Starts, Brady had 14.
Yep.
Mahomes has 18. Wins and losses, Brady's 12-2. Mahomes is 15-3. Rings, both tied at 3. Passing TDs, Brady's got 20. Mahomes has 41. Interceptions, Brady has 9. Mahomes has 8. Now yards, Brady's at 3,217. Mahomes at 5,135. Completions, Brady 295, Mahomes 456. And attempts is 486 for Brady, 672 for Mahomes. And completion percentage, Brady's at 60.7, Mahomes is at 67.9. That's both of them in their first 7 seasons. Now, Brady got the number 1 spot. Mahomes has the number 2. Now, from what I'm reading or have read, Brady has 7 rings.
But we're looking at the
Th-
stats that you just.
Just what I said is their first 7 seasons. As of right now, Mahomes is on pace to do better.
And they are.
Yeah. Hey.
Is it just greatest of all time quarterbacks?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's just talk with what they have as these two
Yeah.
for a second.
I mean,
these two are ridiculous.
Now,
yes.
obviously, their playing styles are a little different. Like, if
Yes.
it was a talent level,
Well, and they
Mahomes
have
would win.
way different head coaching in offensive schemes.
Yes.
Yes.
The Chiefs are pass heavy to where Brady was run, let's use the clock, and
Yes.
if we have to come back, we'll come back and use my arm.
Yeah.
So,
I will say, though, being in Kansas City during that Super Bowl this past year, KC has more Super Bowls to come.
Yeah. I mean, that's obvious. He's
He's going to top Brady.
without a doubt.
is he going to top Brady just in KC, or is he going to do kind of what?
No, he will top Brady in KC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being around that
Yes.
fan base,
Yes.
down in the district in Kansas City during the Super Bowl.
I don't
Yeah.
know if
So
he ever
for
leaves.
our
I really
listeners, don't know if you guys
Yeah.
know, I actually was in Kansas City in the red light district or whatever the district's called down there during the Super Bowl. Cause
Power and Lights District.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my wife and her family are KC fans, so I went. They got me in a KC shirt.
Fuck.
I made sure it was a K-State player, though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Felix and DK Umazama, who they selected in the first round.
Hell yeah.
But no, the culture there, the fan base, they're going to be around for a while.
I want you to keep that in your mind. Okay. I want you to keep that in your mind.
Like all season long? Or like
no, just like I want you to keep that in your mind, and then after this college football season, during this college football season, I want you to think about that when you see that scarlet and cream. All right, because that's the same thing with our number, 15. All right, that
okay,
kid.
this is
he's
this is
fucking
what he
special.
did the other day.
Oh, and it's funny. Their sellout record,
Yeah.
They did officially sell out.
it's all what scans, though.
Yeah.
No, not to Nebraska.
No. But it
It's
should
not
be.
what scan.
But it should
We
be.
got this
I
on
agree.
record
It
and
should be.
recording.
It should be.
A Nebraska fan
It should be.
just said that sellouts and fan base stuff should be what scanned, not sold.
Yeah.
So when is your Huskers gonna figure that out? Never.
But
So
yeah.
also, like I said, they didn't put names to what was said, but a player said, "No disrespect to Tom, but I'm taking Pat." It was an NFC South player that said it. He also said Pat can do everything Tom can do, and he's mobile.
That's the thing. Yeah. Thank you.
You think it's CJ? NFC. Yeah, it's NFC South.
Oh, Barrett. Barrett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And then someone said Mahomes is on his way, but he's not there yet. Another NFC South player said you can't disrespect Tom Brady. He has 7 rings.
No, but I mean, if you're talking about in a 7-year span, I mean, dude,
And
Mahomes has surpassed him in a lot of. I mean, has
He
better
has-
stats in
he
a lot
has
of ways.
21 more passing touchdowns.
Who does?
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
In
Yeah,
his first 7 years.
but I mean, Tom Brady didn't pass the ball that much.
no, but their winning record. Brady's at 12
Different
and 2,
season count, different season numbers.
and then 15 and 3.
Yeah, but Patrick Mahomes has been playing more games in his 7 years than Tom Brady did in his 7 years.
Yeah,
So I mean, that's
only 4 more.
but I mean that 15 and 3 versus 12 and 2.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
But
But I mean,
I don't know.
I personally, Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of all time.
I
Right
don't
now
wanna give
in
him
my
that
mind.
stat right now. I don't want to give him that status. I like Patrick Mahomes. I think he is a great ass fucking
Okay.
quarterback.
Let
but
me ask you this question. Would you say that the Kansas City Chiefs made that many off-season moves? Like, did they really do all that much on the offensive side?
They added Xavier Worthy.
Yeah. Okay.
He's replacing Tyreek Hill from 3 years ago, and they've won 2 Super Bowls without Tyreek.
And so you
2 or 1.
They won the last 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Tyreek's
yeah.
been in Miami
against
for
us
2.
and
That's right.
this year. Well, okay, so that's right. I mean, and does anybody in their mind that watches the NFL think that Patrick Mahomes could not come out and just win another one this year?
No, everybody.
They're gonna do
A
what
lot
they
of people
wanna
are saying they
do.
three-peat
See,
right now.
people
The
like
thing
the
is-
thing about players that you always hear is they talk about who they fear. right? Like that's one of the LeBron and Jordan things is like yeah, you're worried about LeBron, but you feared Jordan, like you didn't want to piss him off,
Yeah.
and you can have that same conversation with Mahomes and Brady, and yeah, people feared Brady, but I mean, you feared Brady when you were on the field, when it was time to play him.
Yeah.
You fear Mahomes the entire year around because you're like, shit, who are they going to bring in to help him? Wait,
Mhm.
they didn't bring anybody in to help him? Well, is he going to be as good? Is he not? He really can be. He's probably going to be.
The
He
thing
did.
is he doesn't take a paycheck like Brady didn't do.
Yeah, that is true.
The
That
thing
is a big part.
They are paying the people that they have there that they have succeeded with,
Yeah.
even though they just let go of 2 K-State players.
Yeah.
But
I
they
just
still have Felix, so
and
that'll be the shirt jersey that I rock this year when K-State KC plays and Dallas doesn't. But there is one thing I want to bring up with KC. Rashid Rice.
yes,
The NFL came out, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, that they will not suspend him
What?
until
what do you
legal
do again?
action
The
stuff.
DUI?
Well, he had the
No.
DUI hit and run, or he had a hit and run that he walked away from the scene on. And then there was another thing that came up, but now the NFL said in a statement that he will not be suspended until legal stuff is done, until he's been anything legally.
Yeah, no, I mean that makes sense.
Well, no. So
They didn't do it for other players.
for me as a Cowboy fan, kind of pisses me off, and I actually looked it up before I came over and screenshotted it. And I know this is years different, so things can change. So Rashid Rice had the hit and run.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he's publicly out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So personal conduct policy, you
Mhm.
know, but they aren't going to do anything until legal actions.
Yeah.
Let's look at Ezekiel Elliott's 6-game suspension from 3-4 years ago.
What was it?
Here we
When
go.
he beat
So-
the shit out of somebody?
No, so the suspension stems from domestic violence accusations made by Elliott's ex-girlfriend. Prosecutors in Columbus, Ohio, declined to pursue criminal charges.
Okay,
Huh.
So,
then let me
no.
tell you why.
No,
Can I
and
tell you
so the player, but NFL rules don't require criminal prosecution to find players in violation of the personal conduct policy.
No, so that's why they're waiting for legal actions, because if, say, he goes to jail for a period of time, there's your suspension.
But-
there's his games he misses. If he goes to jail, there's there's
Well,
games.
then why isn't? No, so that's his
So,
actual
with no-
personal shit to
but
me.
but
So why is the
if-
NFL going to wait for that for a suspension?
because he physically will not be able to make those games.
Okay, but
he can't. So if he can't make those games because he's in jail, he can't make his money. I mean, that's the same context.
to me it's not. But then the NFL will let him back in after he gets out of jail.
Maybe. I mean, I guess that
What-
would depend on what the
But
charges.
my thing is though,
there
there was
right?
nothing. It was all bullshit with Ezekiel Elliott, but the NFL still suspended him 6 games just because you made us look bad.
Can I
Accusations.
can I tell you why that is? Because it was a domestic violence allegation.
He
But
hit
you got the
and
punter,
the-
you got the punter from the Bills.
But hold on.
I mean, same exact thing. There's
he's
your
blacklisted. But
It's
Rashid Rice.
But
there's-
so this is that's my biggest bullshit with the NFL with this whole Rashid Rice stuff.
Everybody knows he did it. Everybody knows.
Ray
There's
Rice or Rashid Rice.
Rice.
I'm
No.
pretty sure they said the same thing after the Henry Ruggs incident.
He's in prison though. He killed somebody.
Yeah.
But
But my
I'm
thing
pretty
is,
sure they
though-
said they're not gonna come out with anything until they see what the legal actions are. Because in a situation like that,
But
somebody
I'm
could go
sorry.
away for a while, for a
But
long.
I'm sorry,
he could
though.
he could go to jail for a year.
Okay, but I'm sorry, but with what you're arguing is okay. His suspension is just the year, that if he goes to jail for a year,
Mm-hmm.
that's his suspension. He can come back the next year.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Michael Vick? He still had to serve an NFL suspension after the dogfighting when he was in jail.
For 2 years.
True. Well, I mean, see, maybe that's something they do. That's the part. You have to look at the legal action.
But
You-
okay,
that's
but my
why
thing-
they're trying
my
to
thing
determine is how bad is the legal action going to be? Because think about it. If they, because he could, if it what I mean, I haven't seen the pictures or anything, but like if it's was it a really bad accident, like a terrible fucking
Yeah,
accident?
it's like a 3-car.
Nobody died,
No,
but
a lot of
it was
people severely injured.
And it's a
I
hit
mean, or
and
was
run.
it was it
and
was
he
it
walked away from the scene of the crime.
Yes, and
And it was a rented Lamborghini
And then he came
or a
back.
Porsche.
Then there's pictures of him and his
Well,
crew
then he
coming
did
back.
something else.
Yeah, I
too.
can't. I
yeah,
remember.
afterward.
I know he did something else too.
But
But
my thing
like
is,
that's the thing that they're looking at is they can't, because what if they suspend him for 3 years, yet nothing legal really happens or whatever, then it's like, well, why are you suspending me when technically I didn't do anything wrong?
But that's the thing.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Jesse's saying
for 6 games.
For 6 games, he was suspended after legal action. That there was nothing.
Yeah.
He never. It was all bullshit.
it was all
But-
accusations.
Because
But
think of how many times you hear about NFL players beating
but-
the fuck out of their girlfriends,
Okay,
Jesse.
Okay, but
like
but
this
the-
is a literal thing.
but during legal action before the season started, they said he didn't do anything. The chick was bullshit. The NFL still suspended Zeke for 6 games because his name was out there.
Yeah. They're not saying he's not going to get a fucking suspension. He probably will. He's probably going to go to jail.
but- hold on,
no.
hold on.
So why is Zeke?
Like-
why did Zeke get suspended?
Because, okay,
Because you're sitting there saying he might get charged, might not. Let's see. Zeke didn't get charged with anything.
Rice is getting charged.
I hope,
that
Yeah.
that
but
because you
No,
you have
okay,
to
no, wait,
you have
hold
to
on.
make if you think
this is back when Zeke was also at Ohio State. 3 years after he
Jesse,
was in
I
the
am
NFL.
I'm aware of the Ezekiel Elliott stuff. Okay, I know this.
Someone's got to argue like this for Trevor Bauer too.
Fuck
That's no, I will.
I will go to my
I-
grave arguing for Trevor Bauer.
So will I. No, I'm not saying that it's right.
Trevor,
but you look at it.
Momentum. I hope you guys watch this.
Yeah, Trevor, watch this,
Yeah,
please.
he's fucking killing it. By the way,
King of JUCO.
Yeah.
murder.
Eric.
But no, that's that's the thing about it is it's a constant narrative around the NFL that their players beat women and nothing happens. Okay, they always get away with it,
Hold on,
especially
hold on.
in the eyes of.
Okay. So
Hold on.
Especially in the
My-
eyes of the
my-
law.
go.
Okay, so one, there's that. You suspend him for 6 games because it's it was dismissed in court because there was no proof saying he did it, and there's no proof saying he didn't do it because it was back when he was at Ohio State.
No, there was actually proof that he didn't do it.
Was there? I didn't.
Yes.
So
Never
hold on.
mind.
The whole
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is that he got suspended basically off of accusations.
Mm-hmm.
Rice, the world or the country knows that he did it,
Yes.
and he's not suspended.
He's going to be. They're trying to figure out how long to suspend him based off of sentencing.
The problem is what Jesse's trying to say is that
Why is it based off his sentencing? Like I brought up Michael Vick. He was
Yeah.
sentenced
Because
to prison.
how
and I'm not condoning I hate dogfighting
Yeah.
and whatnot, but
however
Yeah.
bad the crime is in the eyes of the law, okay, right? Like if he gets a year in prison, yes, 2 years suspension. If he gets 6 months in prison, a year suspension. Shit like that. That's what they're looking
But
at.
why-
To match because what are you gonna do? Do you want them to say that they're gonna suspend him for 6 games for a hit and run? For a drunken driving hit and run? Is that gonna make you feel is a year going to like is if he says it if they say
My-
right now that they're gonna suspend him for a year, this you got to think about it too. They have to use their words very carefully. So if they say they're going to suspend him for this season, right, for the 24-25 season, and then he goes to jail for the 24-25 season, guess what? They can't suspend him again.
They can blackball him. But
Yeah, they can
no.
find a way,
So
but
my thing is
that's what they're trying to.
they don't suspend him. Personal conduct policy. He put the NFL's name out there. They can add to that suspension, just like they did with Zeke.
Yes.
Because Zeke was a dumbass. He was already at a 4-game suspension and pulled down a girl's top. Whatever. There's more to the actual shit than the domestic violence, so they added another 2 games to that. My thing is why does the NFL, they can do a personal conduct shit. Personal conduct suspension.
Yeah.
I know they don't want to say that he's suspended for hit and run.
Mhm.
Personal conduct. He violated the NFL rules. That's all it is.
They probably don't. I don't know. I
But-
guess you could say, but isn't that just a 2-game suspension? So what?
Depending on
Did
what they
I
want
mean?
to say. It's just bullshit to me and crazy to me how much the NFL has actually changed
Yeah.
from 4 years ago, 5 years ago, till today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Chiefs are in the spotlight.
Yeah.
The more action comes to Rashid Rice, brings in more money.
Yeah. That makes sense. We talked about this last season.
True. I mean, the
And-
more he's in the news, the more people are on their
Looking at
phones
NFL.
searching up. Yep.
Granted, the Chiefs now are my second team, just because my family, not
Quick
I'm a
little-
bandwagoner.
Yeah.
Quick little thing about that. So, you say second team. I thought about this randomly the other day. Now, you guys know me, MLB, I got jerseys of different teams,
Yeah.
That's different teams.
hats
Yeah.
of different teams. MLB, my second team
Ooh, Shooter got smoked.
is the Phillies. But I was thinking about this.
North Dakota State leads Colorado at half.
For NFL, there's no other team that I would rep or go for.
No.
In the NFL.
I mean,
Well,
there's
no,
other
so-
teams I watch.
So, like, I'll root for the Chiefs.
I did root for the
At
Chiefs
this
when
point
they beat.
now,
Yeah.
it was the Raiders for a long time for me because my great grandfather, my dad, his side of the family, they lived in
Yeah.
LA
Right.
when the Raiders were there.
Yeah.
But
Why
now
would
I'm
you go
married
for a
into
Hail
a
Mary?
family that are Chiefs fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're taking a lot of the K-State players too, so
Yeah.
I have some in there.
Yeah.
But
No, I think in a situation like that, it makes sense. I mean, I
But
looked
so
more.
I will root for the Chiefs unless I need them to lose to a team that I need them to lose to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
I-
Because when they played San Francisco the first time in the Super Bowl, I was all
So,
for KC.
I really
this year, this past season,
No.
obviously.
So if Detroit would have won the NFC Championship game, I don't know if I would have went to the Kansas City.
Yeah, if Detroit
Right.
Because
Because
made it, I
then
was going
I-
for
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'd be going for Detroit too,
Right.
and I'm not gonna be in that
No.
situation.
Yeah.
No.
Even though there was a dude I saw one guy in a Cowboys jersey.
Down there?
Yeah, one dude in a San Fran jersey,
Okay.
and
That's
a dude
great.
in a Chargers
Oh, wow.
jersey.
And
So yeah, I mean,
rumor is that, or joking is that Chargers don't have any fans.
Yeah.
yeah. So I saw a dude.
Jason Lund's son, Jaron, is a Chargers fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw a dude in a Chargers fan down in Kansas City.
Holy shit.
But man,
Crazy.
I will tell you, that was a fun time, but I suffered the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I bet you.
Well,
had a
no,
fun
not from
time.
drinking. I didn't drink much. I had 3 beers.
What, just being a.
I was standing the
Yeah.
entire. We got there at 11 a.m.
Fuck.
and it went to OT.
Why are we going for a Hail Mary plays with 2 seconds left against North Dakota State in the season opener? Like, why would I put my starting quarterback in that position? Like,
It's
I-
Leon.
I can
Why do
win
you care what
in the second
Colorado
half.
does?
Because it's fucking stupid.
Let them.
Like, look at that. He's getting smoked. Dude, that's the second time I've seen him smack his head on the fucking ground in the last 2 minutes. Like, why are you putting your son through this?
So,
Oh,
all right.
Was there anything on the list else to?
That was all of that
I
list.
just don't want him hurt
Now,
versus
this is
Nebraska.
another article that I just happened to read last night. It's the 60,000 Club.
60,000 club?
Yeah.
Like,
Regular season passing yards.
okay.
Aaron Rodgers is the next one to get there. He only needs 945 yards.
Yeah, he's going to play more than 4 snaps.
I don't know. I've heard people think this is his last year. He's going downhill.
is.
All right, so can we hold that in our head for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Because one issue I have with Nebraska fans
Yeah.
What?
that I want to put out there on air. Adrian
Oh, yeah.
Martinez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where you're going with this.
Nebraska wanted him out. I live in Omaha, Nebraska.
Scott Frost
Nope.
fucking
Nope.
issue.
Nope.
I said that. I said Scott Frost didn't use fucking
No, for
Adrian.
you, but all other Nebraska fans, Adrian Martinez was shit.
You want to know?
He sucked. He was terrible.
You want to know a stat
Scott
about Adrian
Frost?
Martinez?
Scott Frost is the hero. And then, okay, Martinez goes to Kansas State, wins a Big 12 championship. Granted, got hurt, Will Howard.
Yeah.
But helped Will Howard's career.
Yeah.
Will Howard would not be
At Ohio
anything
State right now.
without Adrian. But then he goes on this year, wins the UFL MVP, wins the championship game.
I've talked to him at a bar.
And now everything that I've been
Yeah.
seeing is former Nebraska quarterback wins this, that.
It is now.
But yet, so now Nebraska fans want to take credit for him.
Did he make the roster?
Practice squad.
Yeah.
They
Practice
cut.
squad?
So they had 6 quarterbacks in preseason.
Oh, that's another thing I kind of want to
Aaron Rodgers, Tyrod Taylor, someone else, and then it was Adrian, or it was PV, and then Adrian were battling for the third.
Mm-hmm.
And they cut 4, kept 2, so they kept Martinez and Tyrod. Adrian's on the practice squad now. But no, it just kills me that Nebraska fans hated him when he played. And I'm sorry, I did not want him when
Jaden,
he
I knew
transferred to
when he
K-State.
brought it up. This is exactly where he was going.
I'm sorry, I did not want him when he went to K-State.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
He surprised a lot of people.
yeah, he can play.
You
The
so
dude can play.
it's
let
the
me tell you a
classic-
stat about Adrian Martinez, okay, with his time in Nebraska. He was under 50% like completion with a clean pocket. He was over 60% in a broken pocket.
Okay.
What is that? To me, that sounds like he wasn't used to having a clean fucking pocket.
Okay, but he goes to K-State.
And gets what?
An offensive line.
And what happens?
So that's the classic. What I was just about to say. It's the classic.
So hold on.
He-
You want to know what this brings me back to? The fucking Bears.
Justin Fields.
Yeah. And guess who's not starting?
Fucking
Justin
bullshit,
Fields.
by the
Yeah.
way. He will be by the end of this fucking season, I promise.
I think by week 4.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking early.
But no, back to the 60K club.
Yep.
So Aaron Rodgers is 945 yards away. So if he stays healthy, he's getting it.
Well, you can get that in 3 games.
Yeah, 3 games. Matt Stafford is second to get it, but he is currently 3,943 yards away.
Has to have a hell of a
Stafford
season.
Yeah,
does not
so
But he
people
has-
are saying that
He
he
has
has
Amon St. Brown. I can see him having that this year.
No. You're thinking of Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Stafford's in L.A.
Yeah.
But they're picking
They
L.A.
do got
though.
Puka
And Cup.
and Cub. And
And their tight end.
Yeah.
I can
Puka
see.
Nacua. They said that he has to have a season just like he had last year.
Yeah, I can see that because a lot of people are picking L.A. to the Rams
Now,
Yeah.
as a Super Bowl favorite.
so I didn't realize this, but Matt Ryan is already on that list on the
Mhm.
60K. I did not realize that.
Uh-huh.
I
Matt Ryan
Atlanta
throws the
never,
fucking football.
yeah, they never had a run
Yeah.
game.
I
No.
never realized that.
Why do you think they lost the fucking Patriots? They couldn't run down the clock.
Yeah, they had a
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
So
I mean, who
Now-
was his best running back?
Matt Ryan.
Yeah,
I don't.
outside of his time in 1 year with the Colts. Gurley? When he was washed? That was his best running back?
Yeah, probably. That's a good question. I don't know, but also,
Well, because they had Devontae Freeman the year that they choked the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Yet again, Dan Quinn choking the Super Bowl with Kyle Shanahan.
So we brought up how Justin Fields is not starting. Russell Wilson got the bid for that.
I'm shocked by New England's pick.
Russell
Who they
Wilson.
give it to?
Jacoby.
Yeah. Drake
Brissett.
May's not starting.
I like it. Well, he
I'm-
looked like shit.
I
But
didn't
that wide
care enough-
receiver core is
Jacoby-
shit.
I didn't care to watch enough of New
But-
England's preseason.
Russell Wilson. I don't know if Russell Wilson's gonna get it. I don't know how many more years he has, but
He's washed.
he's currently at 43,653.
He isn't going to get it. I think the smartest thing for Russell Wilson with this career, same thing as Kirk Cousins. Step back.
Get to the booth as soon as possible.
Well, no. Step back, use your knowledge, be a backup.
Yeah. Teach.
I think Kirk.
I think Kirk's got
play-
one more year.
yeah.
He's got this
Yeah.
year.
Joe Flacco's closer than Wilson is at 43,936.
that doesn't surprise me though.
Joe Flacco throws football too.
Do you guys want to know the
He had a
current
decent-
list of
Yeah.
the most yards? Tom Brady,
Oh, surprise!
number
surprise.
one.
Drew
When you play
Brees.
for 50 years,
Yeah.
it's,
He's at 89,214.
Drew
yeah, so
Brees.
Drew Brees
Yep,
is gonna
Drew
be up
Brees
there.
is number 2.
And then what? Peyton.
At,
three.
oh, no,
I'd
no,
say
you'll be
Eli.
surprised.
I'd say Eli before Peyton.
Drew
to be
Brees is
honest.
at 80,358. Peyton Manning, 71, third,
Huh.
940. Brett Favre
Madden.
is number 4.
The dick pic
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. But he's at
Wait, Ben.
71,000.
No. You said who?
Brett Favre,
Brett Favre's at 5,
4.
4.
Yeah.
Can I get?
You can guess number 5. I
uh,
don't think you'll get it.
Why can't I think of the fucking name?
Was it most recent? Like,
I just had it.
is
Ben
it within the
Roethlisberger.
2000s?
Yes, and Jaden's correct,
Yeah, I'll
actually.
say then.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yep,
Phil-
he's
Yep.
at 64.
I knew it. I
I'll
knew
say
it.
Philip Rivers has to be.
Philip
Six.
Rivers is
You guys are spot on. So then,
Well,
number 7.
Rivers had a shorter career than no,
No, I think-
Rivers had a longer career.
but he didn't have shit in San Diego
Mhm.
until a little while,
Yeah.
and that's all they did was pass.
So who would 7 be?
7 is going to be
Jay Cutler.
no.
No.
Uh,
Matt Ryan.
I'll say Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
And how recent a list are we talking about?
Well, the next guy up, so it's not super recent. This next
I
guy
could
up,
see-
I don't know if you can.
I could see Tony or Donovan.
Number 8 is Dan Marino.
I was gonna fucking say Dan Marino. I was gonna say Dan Marino.
Yeah,
Fuck me. I knew
it-
it.
that's the whole list I
Okay,
have on here.
I was like, so if we're starting to get into Dan Marino, then
Yeah.
Elway,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was
everybody's
gonna
going to
yeah,
start coming up.
Yeah.
but
But yeah, for recent, I think
Bradshaw will be on there.
with us guessing at shit,
you guys did actually really good. You guys were
I
naming
have broken the passing
in-
passing yard record in every NFL franchise that I've had.
on
So I
Madden?
look at that
Madden?
list decently often.
Oh. You still play Madden?
No.
Let me
I haven't
say.
played Madden in 2 years, really. I guess no, I did.
So
I
Jaden,
played 24.
Your brother quit playing Madden with me.
Yeah.
no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for you to finish your game so we can move on in the season.
So
So, but anyway, while we're on air,
yeah,
we all have NCAA.
yes,
You were excited that both of us got a PS5,
yes.
but yet we have not played. And we got it back when? March? I don't remember.
March, April.
You guys
February.
don't text me. Text me.
I sent you a.
We'll see you online.
Don't send me an invite. Send me a text.
I don't have your.
You do have my phone number. We're in a group chat, Jesse.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
But yeah, NCAA is fun,
text me.
but that game is so hard. I can't tackle in that fucking game.
Nobody can.
It's so hard.
I'll just run deep and.
Okay, so now NC State's
God damn. But I think that's gonna do it for this first episode. We're not gonna do picks, obviously,
Yeah.
for the NFL season because we still have one more week. So, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I think it was a good one.
All right.
Season 2, episode 1.
Woo.
It was pretty good. I was excited to get started again. Couldn't wait. Got pushed back a day, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So, but stay tuned for.
I like that we had topics instead of just kind of
Yeah,
free balling it.
You
Yeah,
like
I
it?
enjoyed it.
it's a lot. It
let
flows a lot easier.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Since I have this iPad, it's been pretty nice.
Yeah. I meant to charge mine, but I forgot.
This iPad, I think, is gonna do us wonders.
Yeah.
So.
I showed up.
Yeah. But I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna say go Eagles. They're gonna.
Fly.
I'm saying it right now, ending it. They're winning it all this year. All of it.
How about them Cowboys?